Hi and welcome to this Wild Soul Yoga Sunrise Flow. So this flow will open up into all the parts of the body, the lower body, the upper body, the spine, the chest, the hips. And we're going to start our practice this morning by lying down on the backs in Supta Baddha Konasana, which is lying down butterfly pose. So you're free to use any props. If you have blocks, you can have your blocks handy. So as we make our way onto the backs, soles of the feet connect, the knees and the thighs falling out to the sides. Softening into the upper back and shoulders. And if you feel you want some support, place blocks underneath the thighs or cushions, blankets, pillows, whatever you have. And we're starting with the hands on the belly. Connecting to our natural breath to begin with, just observing each inhale, each exhale. Softening the body, relaxing into the shoulders, upper back, mid-back, lower back. Connecting with the breath. And then on your next inhale, just reaching the arms over the head, backs of the hands connecting to the floor or to your mat. Relaxed in the arms so the elbows can be bent. And then we're going to start to take the breath a little bit deeper, so breathing deep into the belly as you inhale. And exhale, release. Deep breath in, filling up the belly. Exhale, release and soften. Again, breathing into the belly. Exhale, release and let go. And now breathing into the chest. So as you inhale, allow the rib cage to expand. And exhale, soften. Deep breath into the mid-chest. And exhale, release. And again, breathing into the mid-body. Feeling into the chest and the rib cage expanding as you breathe in. And exhale, release, soften, let go. And then bringing the arms down, back beside the body. And then hugging knees in towards the chest. And then little circles with the knees, taking the knees wide. And then take them the other way. Holding on to the left knee, I'm going to extend the right leg. Just hug the left knee in towards you. And then we can warm up through the ankle, just moving the foot in little circles. And we can change direction, moving the foot the other way. And we're going to swap sides, lift the right leg up. Bring the right knee in towards the body and release the left leg. So again, hugging the right knee in this time, circles with the foot, warming up through the ankle. And reverse. Take the foot the other way. Okay, so we're going to change sides, lift the left leg a few inches off the floor, hug the left knee in, and we're going to swap now to the right side, to the left. So we're swapping, extending and hugging alternate knees and legs into the body. And moving with your breath. And this time with the head lifted and the arms straight beside the body. Keep moving the legs. Keep breathing. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. Lift your nose up towards the knees and release. Place the feet down onto your mat, hip width apart, hands beside the body as we prepare for a bridge pose. Inhale, lift up the hips, engage the thighs, engage the glutes, press the chest up. Keep breathing. And on your next exhale, soften the spine all the way down. Knees hugged in towards the chest. Okay, so preparing to come into spinal twist. Lift the arms up over the head, soft elbows, and take your legs towards the left. And your head towards the right. Inhale, bring the knees into the center. Exhale, take the knees over towards the right and the head towards the left. Gently pressing the knees down towards the floor. And then coming back into the center, take the arms wide so the arms are out to the side. Again, knees go over to the left. Gently pressing the knees downwards. Inhale, center. And exhale over to the right. Drawing the legs down towards the floor. And then inhale, come back into the center. Hug the knees into the chest and rock and roll. Hands on the back of the thighs, rolling up and down a few times. See if you can balance on your sit bones. And then eventually making your way onto the hands and the knees to come back into child's pose. So once you're on hands and knees, take your knees wide. Then bring your big toes in to touch. And press your hips back towards your heels. Soften the belly in between the thighs. Release the head down. And extend the hands towards the top of the mat. Inhale, coming up onto all fours, we're going to take one cat-cow, lift up chin and tailbone, and exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Take the hands slightly forwards, we're going to lower the body down, all the way down, preparing for cobra. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra pose. Exhale, release down. Inhale onto the knees. Exhale, child's pose. Take that again. Come up onto hands and knees. One cat-cow. Inhale, lift chin and tailbone. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Pull the belly button back towards your spine. Preparing to lower down. Bend at the elbows. Drop your chest down. Drop your chin. 8-limb pose. Lift your hips up high. Untuck the toes. Press forwards and up into cobra pose. Exhale, release. Come up onto the knees. Big toes touch, child's pose. And again, come onto the hands and the knees. Cat-cow, inhale, lift chin and tailbone. Exhale, rounding into the spine, chin to chest. Ready for 8-limb pose. Bend at the elbows, take the chest down in between the hands, chin finds the floor, push your hips up. Inhale, press forwards and up into cobra pose. Exhale, release the chest back down. Come up onto the knees, press back into child's pose. And then coming up onto the knees and making your way into downward facing dog. So pedaling out, moving the hips, bending at the knees, feeling your way into downward facing dog. And then walking your hands back towards your feet, so you're now at the back of your mat in a forward fold. So just soften the head down, bend at the knees maybe to begin with. You can move from side to side. And then we're looking for halfway lift. So hands on the floor or on your shins. And then soften into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, still in your halfway lift, just feeling into this halfway lift. Extend through the spine. And then as you exhale, slowly soften into forward fold. Still in the forward fold, we're going to bend the knees, take the chest towards your thighs, hands clasped behind the back, and we're going to draw the shoulders in towards the spine, the shoulder blades pressing in towards the spine, opening up into the chest. And then release the hands down, walking the hands forward to come back into downward facing dog. Pressing the palms into the mat, extending through the arms, extending through the spine, reaching the hips up towards the sky, heels downwards towards the earth. And then walking towards the top of your mat. As you come to the top of the mat, find your halfway lift as you inhale. And as you exhale, fold into forward fold. Inhale, rising up, coming all the way up to standing, palms touch. A couple of breaths here. And on your next exhale, take the hands down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And we're going to step back with the right foot. Drop the right knee, seated warrior. As we inhale, lift the arms up, the palms touch. Exhale, hands either side of the front foot, step back into your plank pose, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths into the body in your downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, lift the right leg up, step the right foot forwards, seated warrior, drop the left knee. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands either side of the front foot, step forwards and fold into forward fold. Inhale, rising up, palms touch. Exhale, hands come into the heart. Round 2, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the left foot, drop the left knee. Inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, hands either side of the front foot, step back into your plank, lower down chaturanga. Remember, you can drop the knees. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, left foot forwards, drop the right knee. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, release the hands either side of the front foot, step forwards and fold into forward fold. Inhale, rising up, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in towards the heart space. And now inhale into your chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back into your plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Right foot forwards, warrior one. Bend into the right knee, hips facing forwards, and start to lift the arms up. Chest facing forwards, draw the hips round, facing towards the top of your mat. Breathing into your warrior one. And now we're going to transition into warrior two. Open up the chest to the side of your mat, arms wide. Reverse. This is reverse triangle, so we're straightening the front leg. And then hands either side of the front foot, step back into your plank. Lower down, chaturanga, or drop your knees, upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises up on the inhale. Warrior one on the left side. Take your time, find your pose, draw the hips round as best you can, draw the chest round towards the front. Breathing into your pose, warrior one. And then coming into warrior two, open up the chest to the side, arms reaching out, strong arms, bending into the front knee. Reversing, straighten through the front leg, back hand finds the back leg, front arm lifts up to the sky. Wing all the hands round, step back into your plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing into your body. Nice deep breaths. Preparing to come to the top of your mat, jump or step into your chair pose when you reach the top of your mat. And soften into your forward fold, release the head down. Find a halfway lift. And again soften and bow down into forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Bring the arms all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands come in towards the heart. We'll take another round. Inhale, find your chair. Draw the knees back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then step or jump back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, finding downward facing dog. Preparing for your warrior one on the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, sweep the left foot forwards. Bend into the left knee. Inhale, lift the arms up. Chest forwards. And then straighten to warrior two. Arms out to the side. Take a breath in warrior two. Reverse. Take a breath in your reverse triangle. And then release the hands down. Step back into your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Ready on the right side. Right leg swings up and then forwards towards the top of your mat. Warrior one. Take a breath in your warrior one. Move into warrior two. Take a breath. And reverse. Straighten the front leg. Take a breath. And as you exhale, hands either side of the front foot. Step back into plank. Lowering down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathing into the body. Nice deep breaths in your downward facing dog. Preparing to jump to the top of the mat. Find your chair once you reach the top of your mat. Soften into forward fold. Halfway lift and bow into forward fold. Inhale, grounding down with the feet. Lift the arms up and then hands in towards the heart. Okay, softening into the breath. Now moving into our balance pose. So tree pose, starting with the right foot connecting to the inside of the left leg. Find your variation. It can be by the shin or the foot up by the thigh. Soften into the breath, soft gaze. If you feel you have your balance, start to release the hands and lift the arms up towards the sky, palms connect. Breathing, soft, calm breath, soft gaze. And then we can start to release the hands back, down and in towards the chest, palms connect. And from here we're going to move into standing pigeon. So the left foot is now transferred and is resting just above the right knee. Bend forwards, fingers, separate your fingers and draw your hands down towards the earth. Spread your toes. Bring the hands back in towards the heart. Lift yourself up and release. Okay, ready to move over to the other side. So starting with tree, connect the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Hands coming towards the heart to begin with. Soften the breath. Find your drishti, focus straight ahead of you, and then start to lift the arms up. Palms connect. Tall through the body in your tree. And then we can start to release. Bring the arms back down and slowly bring the hands back in towards the heart. Moving into standing pigeon, as you shift and place the right foot just above the left knee, bend the left knee, drop the hips down slightly and fold forward. Spread your fingers and sort of point the hands down towards the floor. Spread your toes, your left toes, and then rise back up and release. Stepping towards the top of your mat, we're coming into Malasana Yogi Squat. So the toes are out, the heels are in, and we drop the tailbone down into Yogi Squat. If this feels uncomfortable for the knees, we can always come into Butterfly. So sit down on the floor, soles of the feet touch, knees out to the side. Lengthening through the spine. Placing the hands down, we're going to come into forward fold, so just straightening through the legs. And then exhale, bending back down into Malasana. Inhale, straightening through the legs. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, forward fold, straighten through the legs. Exhale, Malasana. Taking the hands wide. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, forward fold. And exhale. Come back into your Yogi Squat. So releasing from Yogi Squat, Malasana coming onto the knees. And then we're just going to take some circles with the hips. So moving the hips around, side to side, backwards and forwards, changing the direction. And then we're going to make our way onto the bellies. So lowering down onto the belly as we move into variations of locust pose, salutations. So this time we're going to take the arms behind the back, clasp the fingers, and really draw your shoulder blades in towards your spine. So the shoulder blades are kissing into the spine, and then we're going to lift the chest as we inhale and exhale, lower down. This time as you inhale, just lift the legs, keep the chest and the head down. Exhale, soften the legs down. Next breath, lift the chest, the head and the legs and the hands. Lift the hands away from the back, lower back. Breathing into the body and exhale, release, soften. Rest your head on top of your hands. Allow the spine to reset. You can wiggle the hips from side to side or maybe move the feet from side to side. And then rest. Taking the hands beside the chest, slowly pressing your hips back into child's pose. Softening into the breath. If you prefer, the hands can come behind and connect to the soles of the feet. And just focus on breathing into the back body. And then making your way into a comfortable seated position. So the legs just crossed or finding half lotus, whatever you feel comfortable with. And on your next inhale, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward. So take the hands, extend the hands in front and slowly soften and maybe coming up onto the forearms. Coming down onto the forearms, sorry. And softening into forward fold. Allowing the head just to hang. On your next inhale, coming back up. Let's change the fold of the legs. So either Sukhasana, easy crossed, or half lotus. And then this time we're going to take the hands behind the back, holding on to opposite elbows. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, bow forwards. So release the head downwards. Breathing into the body. Softening in to your forward fold. And on your next inhale, lift the head up. Release the arms from behind the back. So we're going to finish our practice today with a meditation. I'm just rolling up a blanket and placing it underneath the sit bones just to give myself a little bit of height so the hips are higher than my knees. You can use a block, a pillow, a cushion, and just come into a very comfortable seated position. You can move around a little bit just to get comfortable. So we're looking to be alert. Okay, so the nice and straight through the spine, but not stiff. Soften into your shoulders. Allow the shoulders to soften away from the ears. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a lovely big exhale. And just start to relax and soften into your meditation, bringing your awareness to your breath to begin with. So awareness of each inhale, each exhale. The breath comes in through the nose as you breathe in. And as you exhale, the breath leaving through the nostrils. Observing any subtle movements in the body as you breathe. And then seeing if you can become aware of the gaps in between the in-breath and the out-breath. So a very short pause at the end of an inhale before you go into your exhale, and a very small pause at the end of the exhale before you breathe in. So just see if you can recognize the gaps in between the breath. If the mind wanders, which it will very naturally do, it's okay, just come back to the breath. Come back to the sensations in the body. And just finding some gentle movements with the head. Rolling the head. From one side to the other. And then bringing the hands in towards the heart. Rubbing the palms together. Placing the hands over the eyelids. Deep inhale. And a lovely big exhale. Let it go. Slowly opening the eyes. Hands in towards the heart. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me.